Genesis 6:14 to 18. So, in here, God talked about how he was to build the ark. It's going to be 3 stories. There's a lower, a middle, and an upper deck. So, lower, middle, and upper deck. There's going to be a roof for it. Below the roof, there's an opening of 1 cubit high all around. And then, so the ark is very long and it's not that high. So the length of it is longer than the height of it. And so let me get a picture. So when I read it and I kind of like in my mind just compare it to what I saw of the ark encounter, I think it's very similar. I think they really did a good job taking the model of the ark and making it into a real life actual size event. Yeah, so that one. And then God is telling Noah that he will bring flood water on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens. Every creature that has the breath of life in it, everything on earth will perish. But he established the covenant with Noah, with Noah's sons, and Noah's sons' wives, and Noah's wife. So 8 people in total will survive, and only those 8. When it said everything on earth will perish, I've heard that people say not like seawater wouldn't perish, but I think sea animals will perish also, because the Bible says every creature that has the breath of life in it will perish. So I think everything except for Noah's sons' wives and the ones that God will tell them to keep alive. Yeah, so wonder if the sea creatures will perish. Every creature that has the breath of life. So maybe that's only land animals. I wonder if fish have breath of life in it. They don't breathe air, so, or do they? I don't know. Well, I don't know. But another thing that came to my mind was that I remember this one sermon by a Chinese pastor. He did some pretty bad stuff as a pastor, but one of his sermons talked about the Chinese characters and how it this number 8 people on a boat. It was the Chinese writing is pretty much like a picture representing a moment in time, the time that character was created. And so it pretty much had that biblical image, that biblical historical account in that character. I don't remember what the character was, but I saved the video and it was pretty interesting. So when I read this, I just remember that. But yeah, so those are just stuff that came to my mind while reading this.